my spot on the top, cause the payouts don't look down, don't look down.
It's time for the #1 internet radio show, straight out of Ohio. David J.
Quit rattling your package on the air.
Angela.
I can't tell if I am relieved or slightly disappointed.
Brooke.
I have to entertain children.
Randall.
I mean, I have stomach.
Bobo.
Shakalaka boom boom.
The center stage on Keeping It Radio starts now.
Yeah, here we are. Welcome to the center stage right here on Keeping It Radio. We have a busy show planned for you guys tonight.
We have a busy show planned for you guys tonight.
TV, despite the fact I kind of look like
Crazy busy.
Right now.
I am on KIR TV, despite the fact I kind of look like Sloth from the Goonies right now due to a tooth infection thing going on up here. It's a mess, but it's all right. It's all right. I'm here. You're here. We're all here. I say all. Guess what that means? Guess who's back?
Angela's here.
Hi, everyone.
Angela, where the hell have you been?
Well, according to you, questioning my loyalty. But I'm back, and I've been at home dealing with some things.
What are you talking about?
I have ears everywhere, Dave. And
What are you-
according to last week, you were beginning to question my loyalty to Keeping It Radio.
No, I said last week that I told you not to come.
No, first of all, Sheila heard you. Second of all, confirmation from one of my listeners from work.
Wait, what did I say last week then?
It was on the show.
What? Okay, hold on. Because here, wait for it. Ready?
Okay.
Brooke is here.
Hey!
So, Brooke, what did I say last week?
So, I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, mainly because I tune you out a lot. No, just kidding.
Was this one of those moments where I was making one of my typical smart-ass comments?
Your exact words, we were talking about something, and you're like, your exact words, well, although I'm beginning to question her loyalty.
Okay.
And I was like, no, don't even go there, and don't even do that.
Yeah, that's a smart-ass comment. God, do you not know me at all? Jesus.
Oh, you call us on all kinds of shit.
Saying you're in smacking range.
George Bones is here.
George Bones is causing drama over there with the sound. Getting into shit.
I don't know. I think he's already, 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, yeah.
So.
He's real fucked up. he's not... George, you're not even wearing your headphones, right, man? Like...
He's out of it. He's still drunk from last week.
Bobo, why are you an alien?
Bobo is here, and Bobo is an alien. Hey, Bobo.
Take me to your leader.
Try that again.
Take me to your leader.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got one of those.
Nope.
All right.
I am here to take over the planet.
Why don't you take the mask off your face so we can actually hear you?
That Bobo is an alien, like in a rocket ship, right, in a UFO, and Randall is over there as an astronaut.
As you can now see.
He jettisoned me from the ship.
Something wrong with these guys, I'm telling you. Hi, Randall. How you doing?
I don't know why we do this.
Good. How you guys doing?
Randall,
Back from vacation. I'm glad to be back.
I got a feeling you're extra glad to be back this week, Randall.
Yeah, really. I am.
Why?
Because this week was going to be a very treacherous week for Randall.
Oh, that's right. because we moved it.
but we postponed that
Well,
until the
this week.
24th.
So
So Randall's
I
got
purposely forget about that.
he's
because
got
it
2
is
weeks to wait before
dumb.
he gets a swift kick in the nuts. So he's probably extra glad to be back this week because that's not happening yet.
Mufasa.
Brooke's here.
I am.
And you're with us as well, listeners.
Are you though?
You are. They are. They are here. 832-669-6547. That's 832-669-6547. Call the hotline. Or you can chime in through the chime in feature on our website or app. Or you can send us an email, info@heartshapedentertainment.com. Or actually, there's also David at playkir.com, or
There's not.
Angela at playkir.com,
There is.
or Brooke at playkir.com,
No.
or Randall at playkir.com,
Sometimes.
or Brian at playkir.com. We should have put Bobo. I should have done Bobo, but I did
No.
Brian.
Too late.
It's too late.
What do you mean no, Brooke? What do you mean no on all of everyone else having an email, but I can have an email? What is this?
She wants everyone to talk to the communications director. Exactly.
That's your job.
So that I push off on everyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like the assistant that scares people away. It's great.
So
No one ever has to come to my office. But see, I don't have an office anymore. I don't do HR. So I am just me.
Yeah, and I've had a swell time running the HR side of things. Let me tell you.
I'm happy for you.
Just be happy for you. I took you off HR because you made it pretty clear you didn't really want to be doing that. And you felt it was an obligation. So I'm like, well, then I'm going to remove that from you because that's not what Keeping It Radio is about. If you're going to be someone who works and contributes to this company, you're going to do so because it's something you want to do.
That's fair.
So I'm, trying to be one of those good bosses or whatever. I don't know.
You're doing good.
Yeah. I'll get myself in trouble somewhere down the road. Just wait for it. I've got too many issues.
I have enough HR experience. We'll figure out how to get you out of it. It'll be fine.
It's just make sure you guys know how to run this shit without me. That's all.
Shake your caffeine like, wait, do I have enough for this?
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
David, I don't think anybody's going to really know how to run everything that you got going on there.
Well, you're going to have to learn. Hey, if you're listening, you should check it out over on KIR TV. Take a look at it. I'll try to make sure it's not on me very often. Let's see. Let's put it back on Angela.
There you go.
Why?
Why not?
Ow. I was making a funny face.
Well, okay. Or, here you go. There's Randall as a pirate.
Okay. Anyway, we should probably get started.
Sure. Hey, did you guys know you can leave us voicemails? Absolutely. If you're listening to this on iHeartRadio or Spotify or anywhere else you listen to your podcasts and you're listening to our replay, you can still be a part of the show. Just call that hotline, 832-669-6547. That's 832-66-YO-KIR. Or, my new favorite way to say it, 832-669-6547. Got to get the 69 in the middle. Foreplay's important. Don't judge me.
Oh, boy.
So, but you can call in and you can leave a message. And Angela, I may not be the only person who was calling you out last week.
What are you talking about?
I'm all tangled up. All right. The Meowphia snuck in when I wasn't looking and tangled up some cords on me.
Yes, because that's what they want to
Yeah,
do.
because they're trying to sabotage us calling the shenanigans and tearing apart the dynamic duo of Brooke and Angela. Because one of our callers happened to notice a little something last week, and, well, let's take a listen.
Wow, look at Brooke throwing Angela under the bus, protecting her buddy there. Yeah. Oh, he was here. He came in even though he wasn't supposed to be here, but Angela wasn't here. Way to throw your girl under the bus. That's a good one, guys.
All right, so I'm going to tell you what Trucker Rob was talking about there was, oh dear Lord, this little incident last week where we were talking about the hot topic of mythology. And we talked about how we wanted you and Jake to both be here for that topic. And I had made a point of saying that one week you couldn't make it, the next week Jake couldn't make it, and the next week you, and it was going back. And Brooke pointed out that we just thought Jake wasn't going to make it, but he actually did make it. But the day that he made it, you
sick.
did not.
So she pointed out that you
under
the bus.
weren't
I was
here.
stating facts.
So she pointed
And I
out
wasn't
that
saying that it was
you
bad that you
weren't
didn't show
here.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't see where you're starting.
Right.
And then
he ended up coming, which nobody knew. I didn't even know until like last minute. Jesus Christ.
I'm doing something. Go
Well,
ahead.
stop it.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't care.
What's he going with now?
Something.
Last week, my mom ended up in the hospital, so I couldn't come. Yes.
Is she doing better?
She's,
all right?
I mean, she needs more rest, but she is proof that I come by my stubbornness honestly and not taking care of myself.
So what lesson did we learn? Hydration and self-care are important.
Caffeine and Kit Kats.
Angela, that is the opposite of what I just said. That is literally the opposite of what I just said. Caffeine is important. I won't argue that. But hydration?
I drink like 100 ounces of water a day.
Then you're good. I think.
I'm
How many
more,
ounces? How many?
Well, you're supposed to have, it's based on your body weight, according to my dietitian. Mine was like 75 ounces,
then you're
but
fine.
I just go over, like, it's a weird, that was a weird number. But, yes, she's doing better. Does she need more sleep? Definitely. Is she over what she has? Not at all. But is she going to work? Yes, she is. Yeah.
Take care of yourself, people.
So when I'm sick and I continue to push myself, it is hereditary.
It's not my fault. I got it from my mom. You give that gift back. That's the only thing my mom gave me.
So, I mean, but the point remains. The point remains
What?
that Brooke threw you under the bus.
I did not.
Mm-hmm.
I did not.
I want to thank Trucker Rob. I want to thank Trucker Rob for bringing that to our attention.
I did not throw Angela under the bus.
I signed it.
Okay.
Angela, say thank you to Trucker Rob.
No. No, thank you. Nada. Denied. Niet.
What in the world?
I can continue saying no in different languages.
Do it.
Why would you do that?
Because it's important.
There's audio not playing.
The Rob song?
Yeah. What a bummer, man. I don't know. Something going on with the...
Well, I'm back, so everything has to go wrong. It only makes sense.
Oh, I know what I did. Hold on, ready? I'm going to fix it right now.
Are you? I don't believe you.
Thank you, Trucker Rob.
Rob, remember that whole thing you sent me on Messenger about please don't attack my Monopoly cities because you avoid mine? And I've been so nice in changing my victims.
I've been getting a lot of invites for that game lately, and I haven't played
addicted. I'm addicted.
The song that was about to come up next was called "It's Okay If You Poop." Are you guys curious?
No, we're good. We're good. Let's.
I think I'm good too.
I'm sorry. It's actually called "It's Okay If You Poop / Pee Your Pants Sometimes." Don't feel bad.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why?
So let's move into our show. It's already 6:30. Hey.
Yeah, why don't we start working on some quality
anyone-
content?
Does anyone want to hear what happened to me this?
I thought After Dark last week was quality content.
Oh, that was definitely quality content.
Yeah. This is.
We'll be right back after this.
It's no big deal if you poop your pants or you pee your pants sometime. It happens to
Drink your wine, oh, to the night. Don't make a sound, let it take flight. Around and around, never on time. So will you live your father's life? Like in a war, I will join you at the heart. Love you found, yeah, was a truth, everything real. That's the past, all that's a blur. You're a good art, give you my word, never depart. Don't fear the man. So will you live your colors bright, black and white, I will join you at the heart.
All right, welcome back to the center stage, right here on Keeping It Radio. Let me get our TV side. All right, Angela, I know you're dying to tell us about the week you've had.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Well, I was just trying to come up with content and save your mouth.
My mouth?
Yeah.
We're good. Wait for it. There we go. All right, you were saying?
Quit.
What about my mouth?
Because it hurts.
Doing.
What hurts?
Your mouth.
Why does my mouth hurt?
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, this week.
Oh, because of the infection thing. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So, this week, I found myself caring less. And this may be because you guys all heard that Mark Wahlberg showed up at my job.
What? The Mark Wahlberg?
Oh no, here we go.
So
Angela, last week.
yeah, I know. You know what? I'm glad I avoided because of I got a lowdown from my friends of the clips and things that he showed. I was there, okay? I kept my store going because my cashiers kept getting off the registers.
Guess what?
And you can't stop. So you can't run the front end when your cashiers are getting off. And people are still angry, like they want to see the celebrity, but they're also angry. Would you quit touching things?
Yeah, Dave, we stop just touching things.
You feel it, baby?
So then they want to see the celebrity, but they're angry that your cashiers also want to see the celebrity.
Yeah, because, you know. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm telling the CEO of my company that I'm very angry that Mark Wahlberg and corporate's there today screwing up my team, and I have to save the front end from burning down.
Say what?
Yeah, I didn't know it was the CEO.
What did he say?
That presents a bit of an unusual problem, doesn't it?
Angela, you're not telling the most important
Well, my
part
friend
of the
got
story.
the cook from Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, I didn't ruin his mood. I let him have his moment.
But you're not telling the most important part of the story.
That you showed up?
That I became an honorary member of the Funky Bunch.
I'm ignoring you. Like, I'm happy for everyone that was excited. However, those of us that weren't was expected to keep the store going. And this poor man, this poor actor, had no idea that he was the reason I had to come in 2 hours early. Because of him.
Because
of him. So
it's still his fault.
It's still his fault. And telling the CEO of the company I work for my true feelings. I mean, I didn't get fired. And I didn't get a talking to. So, apparently he took pity on me. Because I was like, we're not actually fully staffed at all. We're only this way because corporate, the CEO, Mark Wahlberg, is going to be here. But on the other hand, they've released our hours, so who knows? Maybe I helped. Then the following few days after that, because they gave me the weekend off, thank goodness, I had this 80-year-old woman get in my face 3 minutes before I had to go home, demanding that I put on another cashier when I only had one cashier. Like, at all. Zilch, not bad. No more. That was it. I got to look at her and I got to look at her and when my self-skin tried to be helpful and say that we have another one coming in, and she demanded when I had the satisfaction of saying when she comes in.
Yes. When she gets here. Yeah, that's when she's coming in. When she gets here.
And then I got to clock out, which was a fantastic power move.
Yes. Like, oh yeah, we have somebody coming in whenever she gets here.
Yeah, it was. And then the next day, I had this run-in with a coworker. I don't know where he works in the store. I just know he works where I do. And he wears a beanie, and so I know he probably works like in the meat department or seafood department or somewhere where it's cold in the store. Like a lot of the places in the store, I guess, is cold. And
I ain't doing nothing.
he asked me how I was, and I said, it could be worse. And I said, how are you? And he goes, do you really want to know? And that took me back. I'm in the elevator with this guy, and I have to decide how much I actually want to know. So I went with, we all work in the same place. I guarantee I understand. And he showed me, he's like, this is my line for worst day ever. And this is how my day is going. And he's, showing how his
like
day
it's
is.
Slowly declining.
It's slowly declining.
Past worst day ever.
And I'm like, I have no idea if he deals with customers or not. I'm like, you could work on the front end. Like, that was the only comfort I had. And he's like, you know what? You're right. And then I realized that after we exited, I had no idea who this guy was or, like, his name because he wasn't wearing a name badge. And I'm like, where does he work? So I went around asking people who the beanie hat guy was.
Did anybody know what you were talking about?
The beanie hat guy. That's
yes,
classic.
He was wearing a beanie, and so that was the only way I could describe him was
Listen,
the beanie hat
I don't know
guy.
if you know this, but this is a fun fact. This is not an uncommon thing for women to do. When we meet people, right? That's how we described you in our friend group. Like, we will find some kind of character trait, and that's where in the friend group. It is not your name. It is
a descriptive.
Beanie hat guy.
See, everyone knew except my coworker Brian was like, I will give you $10 if you say beanie hat guy come to register 13. And I was like, I can't do that because
beanie hat guy.
Yeah, I get to register.
I'm gonna get like a trove of beanie hat guys.
Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. So I was like, no. But then a few days later, I saw him at the Flash Foods because he was putting food into it. He goes, how are you? And I'm like, remember that conversation about where the line was for the day? And he goes, yeah? And I went, yeah. And he's like, oh. And I was like, yeah. And then I realized he wasn't wearing a name tag, just that beanie. So everyone was like, so how did you start talking to this guy? And I was like, he was in the elevator. Which sounds really awful. Or doesn't sound awful. It just sounds a little weird.
I mean, it depends on who you're talking to. Like,
no, it gets worse.
Wait,
Cause
how
then
are you in an elevator?
Because in my store, there's an elevator from the first floor to the second floor.
There's 2 floors?
In my store, yes. And, well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because that's where...
Big store.
Oh, because there's like...
Yeah.
Like customers don't go to the second floor.
No.
Okay, I was gonna be
not
like,
anymore, anyways. Not since COVID. But like, it's a very slow elevator. So if you're stuck in there with people, it gets a little awkward.
that's fair. I feel like that's the elevator you give that, like the elevator pitch.
Yeah. So, like, I was talking to one of my managers, and he comes up with a name, and I was like, the name kind of fits him. And he's like, tall, wears a blue beanie, and my coworker was like, yes, that's him. And he goes, Angela, he's married. And I was
like, that's not what I asked you.
I was like, I don't understand.
What does that have to do with my question?
I just wanted to know who I talked to. And he's like, well, you said you were chatting him up in the elevator. I was like, I said we were talking in the elevator.
Talking and chatting up are two very different things.
I was like, we were talking about our worst days.
I have to pause your story.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Do we have a phone call?
I have to pause your story because it's time for a very important segment of our show.
Oh, no. What segment?
Oh, it's a little segment we've come to know in honor of our past flagship show, The Spotlight. It's time for The Spotlight.
The system requires you turn it to the right. The system requires you turn it to the right. The system requires you turn it to the right. To avoid future system failure, the system requires you turn it to the right when listening to The Spotlight on Keeping It Radio. Please make a note.
I love that. All the way back, our like one of the original like promotional teasers that we used for The Spotlight. That is the one and only David G. Ward, who is one of the musicians we air on the station, and I gratefully appreciate that he created that for us. But we have a very, very special guest tonight for The Spotlight.
We do?
We do. So, without further ado, let us say hello to one of my favorite band managers, because you could just sit and shoot the shit with this person all you want. They're going to tell you what's up. They're going to tell you how they feel. And they know when they got good content. And boy, do they have some new good content. As a matter of fact, the newest song that we're going to play after we talk to them on the phone here, the newest song from this band is probably my favorite song I've ever heard from them. Production-wise, lyric-wise, all around, I got to say, it's quite possibly my absolute favorite song of theirs. So, without further ado, everybody, let's say hello to...
Hello.
Hello, Brad. How are you?
Hi, David. How you doing, man?
Doing well. So this is Brad, manager of the Scenic Room.
Yay.
Now, Brad...
It's so cool that you know who I am.
It is. Not just the manager, though. You got that whole dad thing going on, too, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Still doing good. It's great to hear you on the air, man. So, you guys, David helped us when I managed my daughter's career. And David helped us back when we were a young baby band and had nowhere to play. And it's very difficult when you're a teenage rock band. And he was very good to us and very kind to us, and we always appreciate him. So it's good to talk to you, man.
It's good to talk to you, and thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Honestly, from the moment we started working with you guys about 11, 12 years ago, it's been.
So long.
I think you guys were one of the first bands we really started working directly with, and it stayed consistent. And so the last song that we got from you before this one was Lone Wolf, which actually made it into the top 10.
Oh my God, I love it so much.
Yeah, it was in the top 10 on the Keep It Radio request line for quite a while there. Now, that being said, I will not be surprised, because I did listen to this one. You sent it to me the day before release.
We got a new song.
We did. Once I get the system, here we go. Yeah, we have a new song you guys just released called Just Another Scar. And I got I was telling you when he sent it to me, and I listened to it, and I'm like, this is a good song. I got a funny story for you, Brad. My 4-year-old son was in the car, And when the song came on, he goes, "Daddy, I like this song." So it appeals to the
Yay!
younger generation as well, because
I'm
he
so
will let me
excited.
know if he likes a song or not.
I
He-
still religiously listen to my copy of Rally. So
Rally was a great album.
it was
Yeah.
a fantastic album.
It was.
It's so good.
So I mean, you guys
Thank
have
you
come
so
a long
much.
way. I've noticed you guys are doing more of the single releases, which seems to be the way music's going now with digital distribution. Like a lot of people are just doing singles, one song at a time. Do you feel that's
Go ahead, David. Sorry.
yeah? Do you feel that that's just the better way for bands and musicians to go about it when they're releasing their music now?
Well, yeah, and it really is how the business works with streaming and different things like that. We just have been doing singles. We're in a weird position, as you know. We are a show band too, so we're doing gigs all the time, and the music side isn't always first. Now, we're changing that a little. COVID made us change, David. You know, it made everybody change.
Yeah.
And so what we're doing is we're pushing a little more towards the digital side. And what we want to do is we're trying for syncing and licensing, which is creating content for TV shows, movies, and stuff like that. And this song, Just Another Scar, is the first song towards that effort. And we also just released it as a scenic route song because we love it. So.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, see, that's awesome. No, and the song is so. It's got a different vibe to it, but in a very good way. Like I liked the music you guys were putting out before, and like I said, Lone Wolf made it into the top 10 on our request line, so it was doing well.
I regularly request that song. I really do. I love it. It's so good.
So, but the way that I see like this song when I heard it, I'm like, that's it. That's their next big hit right there. And I'm excited to share it with our listeners here once we're done having this chat with you and catching up with you. So I know Rachel couldn't call in. You said she's working right now, but you know, again, we've been working with you guys for over a decade at this point, and they grow up fast, don't they, Brad?
Holy cow, man! It really isn't something. You know, it's only been 12 years.
Right, only.
It isn't that long in the grand scheme of life. And yeah, you know, when we started, she was a kid. She was 14.
Yeah.
And we had the scenic route at the time was 14, 13, 12, I think, 17, something like that, you know. So it was a bunch of teen kids. And we don't have any original band members left. That's the business. But yeah, man, it's been great to see her mature. And of course, I'm thrilled as a dad. People really enjoy my daughter as an artist, and women really respond to her as a person, and I'm of course, very proud. But it's really been fascinating to watch her grow up and just keep improving as an artist. So,
yeah, and that's another thing with this song too. Like I've always enjoyed her singing, but I feel like her vocals have shown their fullest potential with this song. Like she has.
So excited to hear it.
She has like you can just hear. There's a difference, man. I wish I knew a better way to describe it, but there's just that next step up, that next level for you guys. I feel you guys reached with this song.
Thank you so much.
So
so
go ahead.
we have a gentleman in the band who's a guitarist, and he is from Switzerland, and he's a prog rock guy, and he has his own accent, but he works with us as well. And he brought us that guitar riff. And we wrote the song around it.
How did you end up with someone in the band from Switzerland? How did that fall into place?
Hey, this is interesting, man. You know, and maybe your listeners do or don't know, but we do a lot on the live side. That's really been our thing for a long time. So this gentleman met an American girl, which is a lot of guys' downfall, and then he fell in love with her, and they got married in Switzerland and stayed there for 5 years. And his wife wanted to come home. And now this gentleman lives in Ravenna. His name's Jonathan Hole, by the way. He's a wonderful guy. And so he put an ad up looking for musical work as soon as he moved to America. And we found his ad right away. And he's been working with us now for about 2 years. Now, here's the interesting part, man. This is really cool, I think. He still has 2 bands in Switzerland. and he goes home and tours with them twice a year. So twice a year we lose Jonathan for a month, and he goes back to Switzerland, and they'll tour like Spain, France, Italy, all that stuff. And then after his tour, he flies back to America and works with us again until it's time to go again.
Okay, so when he's gone for those couple months, you guys just take off?
No. We have fill-ins.
Fill-ins. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
And you guys still?
Actually, Dave.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go first. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it's a little more of a professional band now, so we kind of have we have 3 guitarists we work with, we have 2 bassists we work with, and a couple different drummers.
Okay, awesome. So, and you guys are still playing a lot of shows out, I see. I have not been able to make it to one lately, but definitely need to catch one very soon.
Yeah.
So,
we need to, do you have their schedule?
Well, that's actually what I was about to allow Brad to
Yeah,
share with us.
Nice.
I have a couple. Of course, Dave knows my wife is the boss of all this.
Right. Right.
And she made very clear that I was supposed to mention these gigs.
Well,
so yes, we do have some stuff coming up. We have a very exciting summer coming up, you guys. It's really, really exciting. And again, we play as a show band, so some of this stuff is us out doing our covers. We always do original material, but when you get hired to play like a big family event, you go out and play the hits. So, so yes, we just found out we have been booked for Stark Pride. We're very excited about it. This will be our 3rd year doing Pride. It'll be our 1st year doing Stark Pride. And that is Saturday, June 10th, and we're very excited about that. And we're allowed to announce now. We just got the clearance, but the Vindies are playing that gig. So we're kind of opening for the Vindies there.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yes, it's very exciting. Boy, the Vindies are good too.
Very, very good.
We have... we're in the Avon Lake Summer Concert Series, playing on the shore of Lake Erie up in Avon Lake. We have that on July 16th. We have a big community fest in Jackson this year, Jackson Community Festival, and that is Saturday, June 24th. Oh, and we have a gig called Party in the Plaza. Are you guys familiar with the Blue Coats?
I am not. Are any of you?
No.
No?
Okay. The Blue Coats are a drum and bugle corps based out of Canton, and they have won the World Championship of Drumming and Bugling like two times in the past. So they're 2-time world champs.
I didn't know that was a
every
thing.
summer they put together a big show, and they play in downtown Canton, and it's kind of a thank the fans thing. But that is Sunday, June 2nd. It's called the Party in the Plaza with the Blue Coats. And they're pretty amazing, you guys. I mean, they're world champs at something. So it's really a pleasure when you're a pop band to work with non-pop people.
Sure. Now, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. Drums and bugles. That's a whole. That's interesting. Now and that's when is that again? When is that? What's the date on that one?
That is it's Sunday, July 2nd. So it's July 4th weekend.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. All right.
Have you guys? I don't know, Dave. You're busy with Keeping It Radio and all your stuff, and I know you have kids and stuff. But when you get a chance to get down to the new Centennial Plaza in Canton, it is a beautiful facility. We've played there about 3 or 4 times, but it's really great.
Is that down where in the Arts District down there in Canton with the that they got a nice little building that kind of lights up all night?
Yep, you got it, man. It used to be a big flat green space, and about 2 years ago they built this amazing, Hall of Fame themed because it's Canton.
Yeah,
but it's a beautiful
I saw that.
facility, man. Really great.
I saw that, and I took a picture of that because I thought that was really cool looking. I hadn't noticed it before, so that
What street's
explains
that
why
on?
it was new.
Yeah, man, I got to shoot video of my daughter singing in front of the Jumbotron while she's singing on the Jumbotron. So that was pretty great.
Proud parent moment right there, huh?
Yeah, I was pretty excited.
So we're about to share this new song from you guys here, Just Another Scar.
Yes.
Is there anything special you want to connotate about this song? Something you want to let people know as far as the making of it or where the lyrics came from, maybe some of the backstory?
Sure. Okay, so as I mentioned, Jonathan brought us this great guitar riff, and I had trouble with writing with it at first, and Rachel came up with the melody. Now, Rachel and I have written a lot of stuff together, but we don't write together all the time. she's actually kind of shy. I think it's putting your guts out in front of your dad. I think that's kind of tough, probably.
Well,
but
I remember you said that the song "Quietly" actually came from her perspective because she's a very kind of shy and well-reserved person.
Love that song.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, you guys will probably understand this, but my daughter does not want to be famous, and I think a lot of people really don't get it. Like, she has social anxiety, and she does not want to be surrounded by strangers all the time. She thinks that's a terrible thing. So we are very much just releasing our music and playing in Northeast Ohio and doing our thing. Okay, so Just Another Scar. Rachel wrote the melody. I went and wrote the lyrics, and then one of our band members is kind of my creative partner, and he and I produced. So that means it's the first time I've ever produced a song that I wrote. Generally, I would co-write something with Rachel and one of the band members would produce. Lone Wolf was done by Jonathan, our guitarist. So this one was me producing. I'm personally very excited about that. And it's the first time I've had the chance to do that. And, we're eclectic, so we're always just kind of experimenting. And I think this is just another step along the way. This one just happened to be a little proggy, maybe. But I think it's a special song for us because it's kind of the first of these new songs, because the scenic route now is kind of myself and Rachel writing and producing with our partner Dallas, who's Dallas might have played a gig that you were at once or twice, but he's a remarkably talented guitarist / producer. So it's kind of a new thing, but we'll see where things are headed.
Okay, well, let's let the people listen to it. Is there anything else you want to say before we let you go, Brad?
Not really. Just a big thanks to Keeping It Radio. You guys have been so great over the years, and we really appreciate it.
No problem.
It is not easy to find allies when you're a local musician.
Yeah, I understand that, definitely. I do hope we can get you guys in studio with us sometime, do some live on the air performing,
yes.
Get a little bits of more of a personal feel with the whole thing. We miss having you guys in here with us.
I think Rachel will be pretty open to that, David, so we'll do that.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, we look forward to that. So thank you, Brad, for calling in.
Thanks so much, Brad, for calling in. This has been so great.
Yeah, we appreciate you calling in, Brad.
I love you guys. I've missed your shows. Dave and I talk about this all the time. Give Rachel all love. Let her know we're thinking about her.
I will, and we'll talk about that live thing coming in the studio. Rachel will be open to that with you guys. So
okay, awesome. Yeah, we'd love that. We would absolutely love to have you guys.
That's so exciting.
That sounds great. Take care, guys.
You too, Brad. Thank you.
Thanks for everything.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. Here's Just Another Scar from the Scenic Route.
My
another scar on my heart. You're just another wound that healed up. You just don't understand what you are. You're just another scar on my heart.
Heart-shaped entertainment and Keeping It Radio are back, and we're bringing you even more entertainment. Tune in to support your local music, arts, and businesses. Want us to air your music on the show? Just send it over to submissions@heartshapedentertainment.com. We will review it to add it to our rotation. Want to dive into the full experience we have to offer? Check out the Keeping It Radio app from the Google Play Store or visit our website at www.heartshapedentertainment.com. Keeping It Radio is back with our 24/7 internet radio streaming, entertainment podcasts, live performances, and so much more. We are Keeping It Radio, and we are the future.
We've all heard the line, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But what's really important is that you see your own beauty, whether that's in wedding photos, boudoir photos, or portraits of any kind. It's important you see your beauty, and that's easier said than done. The good news, Flash of Confidence Photography exists. Noelle is an incredible and talented artist who highlights the beauty in all shapes, sizes, and colors. She offers an LGBTQ plus safe space, both online and in studio. She's an advocate for self-love and self-confidence. She can not only handle anything that you're looking for, but she also runs sales throughout the years to allow people from all walks of life to engage in this journey of self-love. So reach out to her today via Facebook or Instagram, Flash of Confidence Photography, and get yourself a flash of confidence.
Hey, it's David J here. Just wanted to take a moment to let you know about an offer you simply can't refuse. Sam's Pizza is just the place to be. You'll find pizza, chicken, pasta, and more on their menu. So next time that you find yourself in the 44444 of Newton Falls, Ohio, don't end up sleeping with the fishes. Instead, stop in at Sam's and grab a slice with the whole family. Tell them we sent you. You won't regret it.
You're listening to Keeping It Radio, and I'm your 90s host, Donkey Lips. Salute your local music.
If I could save you from drowning tonight, I would trade my life for yours right now and I swear that I would trade with you if you'd stayed with me, 'cause I can't face the night all alone. We are the only ones who feel this pain, the lonely ones who scar the same, and we fear the same mistakes each other make, 'cause we are the only one night. It just takes one frantic night to take We are the only ones who feel this pain, the lonely ones who scar the same, and we feel the same mistakes each other make, 'cause we are the only ones who feel this pain, the lonely ones who scar the same, and we feel the same mistakes each other make us. We are the only ones. We are the lonely ones. We are the
Welcome. Oh, no, wait. Welcome back. I know.
Try again.
I got it. We're on. Hey, welcome back to the center stage, everybody. I hope you're watching on KIR TV, because then you get to see all of our beautiful faces. Well, all of their beautiful faces, and then my wonky mess of a face here. That's the thing.
He's obsessing over it.
It's swollen, and it's
not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. Thank you, Randall. So before we went to the spotlight segment, Angela, we're in the middle of a story. I want to give you a chance to finish your story before we jump into tonight's content. Was there anything more you needed to add?
What part was I even on?
Oh, beanie hat guy. And
Beanie
how,
hat guy.
And how you were in the elevator, and then everybody was like,
and according
Angela, he's married.
And according to people in the chat, it was a Hallmark movie moment, and they don't make the rules.
This is the way.
This is not the way, and I deny any Hallmark movie moments. It became a very deep conversation of I was talking to a guy. How does this associate to me wanting to date him?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Angela, to give context on the truth of the Hallmark moment, I'm not saying that that's your case, but I do have a story of being a teenager and making out with some guy on the elevator that I met in Columbus who was from Zanesville.
Yeah, okay, but see, that's the complete opposite of me, though.
That's true.
I am the one that presses myself against the other side of the elevator because I have to share space.
That's true. That's true.
Somehow.
What?
You don't know the song?
Well, I was more concerned about the random out of nowhere.
Yeah, because you're talking about,
sensational.
love in an elevator.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Angela, your story though. Your story.
Yeah,
so,
I'm trying to finish it, and everyone can. Can they hear? Okay, now I can hear myself. But like they had to admit, it's just I don't talk about anyone at work. I don't really talk about my personal life. And so, like, I don't know if it's like they want to go, well, this is normal, but we
Angela,
have to inform you.
He's married. You're barking up the
I
wrong
wouldn't
tree.
talk to anybody at your work either.
Like, they saw my son for the first time the other day, and so, like, this mythical person is now a real life person. Like, they knew I had a son. And now, but they're just like, no, you talk to this guy. And they're like, you just don't talk about anyone. And I'm like, why does that matter? Like,